here in Phoenix, helping them with a true point guard, easing the stress off of Devin Booker to carry the load. And right now it looks a lot like of how it went in Utah with Donovan Mitchell and Ricky Rubio, with a really, really good scorer and a true point guard. And that's exactly what's happening again, Ricky Rubio and Devin Booker. So I kept on looking through it, and then I found I deduced that there are three main things, aside from the consistency of the lineup and them finally having what looks like the right mix of guys. Three things that has contributed so far to the Phoenix Suns' early success this season. So the first thing is they got shooters. They finally got shooters. Like I said before, Trevor Ariza, Ryan Anderson didn't cut it. They weren't living up to expectations. And then it just became Devin Booker had to carry the load. You had one of the Bridges, still young, still figuring it out. You just were cycling through players. You had Josh Jackson. He had some nice games, but never really made it through. Stuff like that. And they couldn't shoot a lick last season with Trevor Ariza, Ryan Anderson, Josh Jackson, Bridges. Anthony Melton had a couple good games, but they all struggled throughout the whole season shooting the three. This season so far, they're making more three-pointers per game than they did last season. And also, they are willing to shoot the mid-range shots, especially Devin Booker. And we saw how that went with the Warriors with Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Durant. It's good to shoot the mid-range shot. It keeps the defense on their heel, on their toes, never knowing what's going to happen. Additionally, their spacing is crazy. With Aaron Baines on that roster, with him on the floor, look at the game. The spacing for the Suns is crazy. The paint, there's no one in the paint. There's literally no one in the paint. So it becomes extremely easy for an ISO player like Devin Booker, or even someone who can take players off the dribble, like Ricky Rubio or Kelly Oubre, to get to the paint and get a layup or a dunk really easily. And it makes it really easy also for Ricky Rubio to do baseline drives and pass it to a cutter for an easy dunk or an easy layup. So it becomes a lot more ISO possessions, really close to the basket in the paint, which at that point you can just chalk it up as a basket. And with DeAndre Ayton even there, the spacing is still pretty good. He does a good job of drawing his guy away from the paint, and he always gets open on pick and rolls or slip screens. He does a good job of that. The second thing that I noticed, statistically, their pace is much higher than last season. They're a young team. They're a very young team, so they got to use their legs to score points. They do a great job of outletting it in transition and fast break, get those easy points, and in the end, those add up, and those help you win games or get back into games or even carry away with the lead. The third thing is, so far, as of right now, and I do not think that's going to last, is that their defense is marginally better than last year. It's better, and it does help to have a good defense. Now, they're not a top 10 defense by any means, but their defense is marginally better than last season. That's all you need. At this point, that's all you need. Now, I do not expect that to last, but it's a good start. Javon Carter gives me vibes of a young Pat Bev, and when Devin Booker and the whole crew want to play defense, they do a pretty good job. But in my opinion, in my mind, that's probably not going to last. That defense is not going to be that way forever. But those two other things, their pace and their shooting, their spacing, are going to stick for the long run. So these three things that I've mentioned so far, their shooting, they got shooters, which helps space the floor, which helps easy scoring in the lane, in the paint, for players like Ricky Rubio, Devin Booker, Kelly Oubre Jr., and also makes it easier for post-up guys like DeAndre Ayton to score without worrying about a double team, or if a double team does come, he can easily kick it out, and then after that, it's just swinging the ball on the perimeter. Second thing being pace, get those easy points, and third and last, so their defense is finally there somewhat for now. Now the question becomes whether or not this changes with DeAndre Ayton going into the starting lineup, or if they once again have changes in the starting lineup like they did last season. Now, I think that with DeAndre Ayton, it should continue with their success in scoring. Maybe defense may slip a bit, but overall, they are looking really, really nice. I'm still going to stick with that they're going to disappoint, but I would love to see the Suns actually succeed this season because they're a fun team to watch when they're rolling. And Booker, he deserves to be on a winning team. And if the Suns are doing that right now, then that's great for him.